Disney has had a rough month. In fact, they've had a rough 2 months because they decided to get political. They decided that they were going to take a stand on the parental rights and education bill. That was a massive, massive mistake for them because it turns out the vast majority of people don't want their children to be indoctrinated when they're 5 years old about gender identity. And then when people started digging, when people started paying closer attention, they realized that there are executives at Disney on leaked Zoom calls that admit that they want to indoctrinate your children. That's when it went really, really bad for them. And in the aftermath, they've parted ways with someone who is very important in their response. Disney exec Jeff Morrill, who crafted the response to Florida's parental rights law, resigns after 3 months on the job. So not only do you have people that are just upset and angry after that, but this dude, Jeff Morrill, who helped Bob Chapek respond to this crisis, is part of the reason that Governor Ron DeSantis went so hard and decided to pull all their special privileges. Now Disney has to be treated just like every other company. But if you think, well, that's a good thing, maybe Disney will turn it around, maybe they realize this guy's an idiot. No, in fact, they're going to replace him with someone who's even woker. They're going to replace him with someone who is responsible for the educational campaign for the Biden administration on the vaccine. I'm sure everybody will be very happy about that, but let's just be real. This makes perfect sense for Disney. Disney's essentially the entertainment arm of the far left. So it's the only thing that makes sense. Communications chief Jeff Morrill out at Disney following public feud with Florida government, replaced by longtime radical Democrat activists. The head of Walt Disney's company, Corporate Affairs, is out after only 4 months on the job. Morrill joined Disney back in January, but weeks of fallout in the ongoing battle with Florida Governor Ron DeSantis saw customers and his own LGBT employees revolt against the company. And now Morrill is out as Chief Corporate Affairs Officer. So Corporate Affairs is someone who's going to deal, it's not necessarily public relations, but it's someone who deals with the government and agencies and different companies and things like that. So the guy who was behind the way that they dealt with the Florida government, which resulted in them losing their half-century deal with the state of Florida. Morrill's role will now be split between Disney's general counsel, Horacio Gutierrez, and Disney's newest hire, Christina Shake. Earlier this month, longtime Democrat operative Christina Shake was the new executive vice president of global communications and lead spokesperson for the company. She was supposed to report to Jeff Morrill, but after less than a month, she'll now take over his role. And they say, oh, you know, he's got other opportunities. He's moving on. We know what this is. He's been fired because of this. He's a scapegoat. He's a fall guy for Bob Chapek, whose stock once again is down 20% in the month of April. And if you look back through the entire year, it's down 30%. If you look back 1 year, 40%. Not good news for Bob Chapek under a lot of pressure. Christina Shake will lead the Disney communications efforts, serving in our executive vice president, global communications, reporting directly to me. In this expanded role, Christina will have oversight for corporate and segment communications. We're incredibly fortunate to have Christina with us at this time. Her 30-plus years of experience include roles leading President Biden's COVID-19 vaccine education program, communications for Instagram, which is more censorious than YouTube, and leadership positions on political campaigns and the Obama White House. Served as a key strategist for Hillary Clinton, by the way. That's the person who will be filling this role. So if you thought it was going to get better, if you thought maybe they learned their lesson and they got rid of someone who was a problem and instead of bringing in someone who had the priorities straight, no. Double, triple, quadruple down on woke bullshit. So now they're hiring someone who is integral to what they were doing to push the jab during the Biden administration. This makes complete and total sense for Disney. I hope they continue to fail. I hope we continue to see results like this. So maybe someone at this company finally cleans house and gets rid of the activists who are far more concerned with their political ideology than they are with telling a good story. Thanks for watching, everyone. And a huge shout out to my patrons. I appreciate you guys so much. Want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram? Check out the description below. You'll find links to my P.O. box and my Patreon as well. And I'll talk to you guys later.